opened in 2011. Over 3,000 people have been served at Hope Health Clinic, and that represents more than 24,000 visits. In early 2011, a group of citizens came together to decide how to take care of meeting the needs in our community who were without insurance and medical care. From that was formed the Oldham County Ministerial Association, and they had the 501c3, which opened Hope Health Clinic in September of 2011. Moving fast forward, in 2014, we had grown so rapidly that we had to secure our own 501c3 in order to keep growing and getting grants and all the other pieces that go together in moving along an organization. Thus, the dream and the plan of this clinic began in 2011, and today you see the results of that with this group of people here. The patients we serve are incredibly appreciative of what we do in the community. There are a number of partners, hospitals, physicians, local volunteers from churches. Many of our churches support the clinic. More than 95% of our patients are coming from one or two individual employed households. They are the low-wage earners in our community. If you're eating at fast food restaurants, they're probably one of our patients. If your children's are in daycare, there may be somebody there that's taking care of your kids who we help as well. Today, the ability to have access to insurance is becoming more and more difficult. Either people can't afford it and have none, or they have policies with such high deductibles that they're unable to access medical care. That's why we're here. And that's why we wanted to bring you together tonight to learn more about us, but more importantly, we want you to have a good time. You're going to hear more about the clinic as we move along. But to kick off, I want to introduce you to Kara Sanders. She's our development associate, and she's the energy behind tonight. I can't thank her enough because I couldn't have done all of this. So kudos to Kara, but we're going to let Kara take the ball and get the evening rolling.
Thank you. Thank you all. I'm louder than Janet, obviously. Just thank each one of you all for being here tonight, either if it's as a sponsor, as someone who bought a table, or someone who bought a single ticket. We work and plan all year to make this event special and something that you will remember and continue to come to every year. This event is so special to the Hope Health Clinic, and I could not do it without the many volunteers that helped me, whether it have been someone who called about an auction item, went and got an auction item, helped set up today. So thank you to each one that helped today become possible. Tonight, I hope you enjoyed dinner from Texas Roadhouse. I think everybody enjoyed it, and Erler's ice cream. Yeah. I hope you will enjoy Erler's ice cream too. And if you don't want to stand in line, they're going to be here all night, so you just can take your time and enjoy the evening and get in line a little later if you would like to do that as well. Tonight the evening is going to, Bill Landis is here, and he's going to be our MC for the evening. We're going to make sure you're visiting the silent auction items, silent auction table. We had so many local businesses reach out and donate items to us. It's tripled from last year and what we were able to bring in. So all of that money that is raised from each of those items tonight goes to the Hope Health Clinic. So even if you think you're getting a bargain, know that it's a great donation for us. Then after first we'll finish up the silent auction table. We'll start the live auction with Ricky Timberlake. Then Jennifer Brown is going to come up and tell us a little bit about the clinic and how you can help. And then we're going to have our band, and we have dancing this year. So I hope you make your way out to the dance floor. So enjoy, and we'll move on. And here is Bill Landis.
So you asked the question, what is Hope Health Clinic? It is a community-wide ministry delivering and coordinating quality medical care in a Christ-honoring environment to those who lack access to health care. Hope serves Oldham, Carroll, Henry, Trimble, and Jefferson counties. Hope is supported not only by you tonight, but also the following sponsors who have underwritten us for this evening, and that includes Baptist Health LaGrange, Norton Healthcare, Fastline Media Group, Baptist Health LaGrange Volunteers, which I think are somewhat new, and we really appreciate their contribution, Ware Constructors, Southeast Christian Church, Rocket Man Storage, Boats and RVs, and Eventualities, who did our centerpieces at each table. So we want to thank them. So let's give them a hand. You can also look in your program for those businesses and individuals that have donated silent auction items. At this time, Hope wants to recognize elected officials that are here for this event, and we want to appreciate them for their support. And you can, if you want to stand up, I'll let you do everything but make a speech, but if a wave of the hand would be nice. Oldham County Judge David Vogel, who's in the center. LaGrange Mayor Joe Davenport, Oldham County Magistrate Steve Greenwell, Henry County Magistrate Ricky Timberlake, who's going to serve us later on, Oldham County Magistrate Wayne Tice and his stronger part, Linda Tice, his wife, and Circuit Court Steve Kalin. And we appreciate your support and thank you for everything you do for Hope. Let's give them a hand. So now that you have an idea what Hope is, and I guess you have an idea what Hope is, well, I want to recognize the people that we are. The board directs strategies, makes policy, and works to sustain Hope Health Clinic. And at this time, I want to ask the directors of Hope Health Clinic to stand and remain standing if they would please. So the directors, would you please stand? Okay. So a very important part of Hope Health Clinic is our volunteers who meet patients in the clinic, greet patients on the phone, and to treat patients in the clinic also. And where would we be without our volunteers? And I'm going to ask the volunteers to stand and remain standing also. All the volunteers for Hope Health Clinic, please stand. Nathan, you're not standing. Oh, I need the faces. I need the faces of Hope here. And finally, I would ask you remain standing because I would like everyone in the room tonight to see who Hope is. Finally, the staff that treat the patients, implement policies, direct medical practices, and are compensated, unfortunately, at a rate far less than their value. And where would we be without them? So I ask the staff to stand at this time, please, also. So look around the room, and this is what Hope is, and I owe him we owe him a big round of applause. Now, there are two folks, however, that we need to talk about. They've been recognized nationally for their work. Without their passion for Hope, without their commitment to Hope, without their seeing the value of Hope to a community that is not their own community, and without their vision of what Hope can be, without that, we wouldn't be here tonight. And these are our chairperson, Marcia Biven, and our executive director, Janet Warren, and offer up a round of applause for them especially. I've been on other boards of businesses and nonprofits and industry boards, but I've never been more impressed by the quality of the directors on the Hope board. It's a combination of younger, energetic members and grayer heads that might like ballads more than rock and roll. But one of our newest members is Jennifer Brown, who is going to ask you right now why Hope matters. Jennifer?
So I want to thank everybody for coming out this evening to join us for the Hope Health Clinic Gala. I know that we've kind of thrown a lot of numbers around in the last few minutes, but I want you guys to keep the number 121,983 in mind for just 2 minutes. In September of 2008, I know that you guys have been introduced to the Hope Health Clinic. They opened their doors, and since then, we've been able to see 21,866 patients since we opened our doors, and we'll be celebrating our 7th anniversary very soon. We've been able to provide quality care and affordable healthcare options for people in the Oldham County area and in Trimble County, Henry County, East Jefferson County. Our reach is very wide, and we're hoping to expand our reach even more. We offer on-site medications. We partner with the Oldham County Health Department to provide immunizations and preventative care. As we introduced before, we have one executive director, Ms. Janet Warren, 2 part-time nurse practitioners, a part-time nurse, and a program coordinator. We also have 11 volunteer positions, nurse practitioners, 9 nurse volunteers, and 12 clerical volunteers. So while we're on numbers, let's go back to that 121,983. That's the number of adults who in the last year reported that they did not go to get health care because they were afraid to due to cost. So there are a lot of barriers to health care, and we don't feel that cost should be one of them. Whether it be the high cost of care, their inadequate or no available health coverage, or their inability to pay their deductible. The Hope Health Clinic doesn't feel that financial situation should make a difference to whether you can get health care. So 121,983 people is a really big number, and I bet that a few of you are sitting in this room now. In your packets on your tables, there is an envelope, and in that envelope is your ticket to be able to help somebody else out of that situation. So if you could make an impact, would you? And I hope that the answer is yes. For every $1 you give to the Hope Health Clinic, we're able to return $5 worth of care back to our patients. That allows for more capacity, more service, more medications, and our ability to expand our care providers. So if you would, please take a moment and be the difference you want to see in the world and make an impact in your community by donating to the Hope Health Clinic. Thank you, guys.